This week's intro is a little bit different because I'd like to dedicate this episode to someone who was not only very special to me, but to everybody's lives that she touched. Barbara Long, or Barbara Bush as me and Didlo would call her. She was my best friend's grandmother, but over the years she would take on that role for me as well, especially after I lost one of mine. Me and Daryl started making music together in our box room in Whitestown. She'd constantly be feeding us tea and toast to keep the brain going. She was that influential that the two of us called our debut album Barbara's House, which sadly never came out because I know if she knew the album was called that, she'd still be collecting royalties off the two of us, especially if she caught wind of that album cover. Over the years we had a running joke with each other. She'd ask me how's the love life going. She was always rooting for me, and I'd always give her the same answer: it's shite, Barbara. And she'd go off into a tangent about how people in my generation are too quick to settle down, too young for all that messing anyways. That's what she'd say. She was a grandmother, a messer, a Whitestown legend, a carer, and had an abundance of love for everyone she crossed paths with, just to name a few things. She'd be terribly missed by her family that she always made me feel a part of. She wasn't a part of the magic of me and Daryl's formative years. She was the magic. There's a lot more I could say, but for now I'll say this. The day this podcast goes out is the day she'll be laid to rest. So wherever you're listening from, raise your morning coffee, throw a finger up to the sky, bless yourself, smile, whatever it is, for Barbara Long. Your name will live on, and life will never be the same without you. Thanks for everything.
I'm convinced I'm a little bit conditioned. I have a little condition, I think. I walked into the room earlier, and I was like, and it's happening to me more, bro. I'm walking into rooms and I'm like, what do I come in here for? And then I just leave and I'm like, free.
That happens to me all the time. I'd be halfway up the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm going, where am I going?
what did I get off the couch for?
Oh yeah, I'm going toilet. And then I go and go toilet. And I come back down, I'd be halfway down the stairs and it'd be, what was I doing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was in toilet.
I love that, when you're so tired, bro. And like you get to work and then like I'm half an hour into my shift from work and I'm like, how did I get here today? I don't remember getting here.
I used to do that all the time. I'd drive to work like in a park and I'd be sat at the desk and I'd be like, wait, what?
How did I get here? How am I here? How am I here already? It's like you wake up in the middle of the day, you're like,
yeah, you just wake up and like, wait a minute, what day is it today? Happens to me all the time. Sure, like Danny would say something to me, right? We'd be having a conversation, and she'd be talking to me.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, what do you think? Should we do that then? And I'd be like, what?
I'm telling you the last 20 minutes.
She'd be like, what I was just talking to you about? Trying to organise so-and-so. And I'm like, yeah, but what time are we going at?
When's that?
And she'd be like, I've been asking you that. All right. I'm the worst.
What date is that again?
Yeah. All the time. All the time.
So I know from being around you, bro. It's okay. When is it? It's a couple of months away. Right, remind me a week beforehand. Yeah, cool.
And then when you remind me a week, it's always, remind me a couple of days before. Yeah, grand. A couple of days. Yeah, just remind me the night. Remind me the night before. Yeah, right.
Wait,
yeah. What time's that? 12. Yeah, well, give me a shout about 11. Yeah. Remind me.
Oh, stop, bro.
I think I've always been like that since I was a young fella. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I think I just didn't care as much back then. I think I was worse back then. So my ma saying things like, "Now make sure you clean that up after you," and I'd be like, yeah.
I will, yeah.
Wasn't
just walk off.
Yeah. My ma had fully blown conversations. My ma went around to me and be like, to come home from our break from work, like, and this one I'd be on the scratch, like, and in the gaff doing nothing, only awake fucking 1 or 2 on the day, like, you know what I mean? My ma coming home flipping out, yeah, but she'd come home and she'd be like to me, she'd be like, did you do what I asked you to do? I'd be like, what are you talking about? And she'd be like, I had a fully blown conversation with you this morning, and I'd be like, what? No, you didn't.
I didn't even see you.
I was like, man, I'm only waking up. What are you talking about? It's like, I walked into your room this morning, you sat up, and I had a conversation with you, and I was like, I don't remember that.
No, fuck off.
Oh, the damn. We don't remember that at all.
I'm like that now. Like, fucking hell, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I remember nothing. Nothing. I mean, memory, like, my long-term memory's getting worse.
Okay. Like, see Instagram and Facebook and stuff. They've been saviours to me with, like, birthdays now. Do you know what I mean? Because I'd see other people posting it.
I know nobody's birthday.
I know it's the same, bro. I know. Like, even sometimes I get mixed up with Danielle's. Like,
I couldn't even tell you when
We
that,
went
well, I know
to
when
the-
Danielle's is, like, but
yeah.
sometimes we're like, wait, when is that?
Yeah.
I have to go back into my calendar and go, oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, bro, I'm not even messing. It's horrible to say, yeah. But sometimes, like, I remember when we went to the Rotunda that time, when we had a bit of a scare, yeah, one at the reception was asking me, because Danielle was being pushed in, like, emergency,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? And one at reception asked me, she was like, what's her name? Yeah. What's our address? Yeah. What's our date of birth? Told her date of birth. She goes, we don't have that date of birth in the system. I goes, what? Was that that's a date of birth? And I was like 2 days off or something, boy. I always get, for some reason, I always get mixed up with the 10th and the 8th of
Yeah.
January. Do you know what I mean? So it's either one. Like, you could ask me today
Oh.
and I'd say the 10th, and tomorrow I'd say the 8th.
I
Like.
brought Doherty into Boots to get our flu vaccine, or flu shot. It's a yoke. They put it up your nose, so it's like a little squeezy yoke.
yeah.
And I'm up at the desk, and I just went blank now. I can barely remember our birthday as it is. That's how bad I am. I don't even know my phone number.
Same.
I have to double check my phone number, and I have it about 15 years, 20 years. It's the same phone number, and I still don't know that by heart, right? Barely know my own fucking date of birth.
Yeah,
Sometimes I don't even know what age I am.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what age I am.
Oh, that's happened to you a few
That happens
times.
to me all the time. Someone go, how old are you? I'm like, I don't know.
And if I'm in the room,
30 something.
yeah, if I'm in the
How old
room,
am I?
if I'm in the room, that's what it's like. You look at me, how old am I? I don't fucking know.
But I was in Boots one time, and she was getting our little flu thing, and your man goes, yeah, what's the name, address, blah, same thing again. What's our date of birth? Dory, what's your date of birth? Don't know. I had to ring Danny. I swear to God.
Yeah,
Ruthless I
I've
am.
been like that. I've
It's
been very,
embarrassing.
very forgetful since I'm a young flick, and I've been very, I don't know, I just didn't care. Like, like I was awful, bro, growing up. Like my sister's younger than me, and she'd be getting, like, when we were like 13, she was like 13, and I was like 15. She'd be getting me nanny stuff for her birthday and all.
Yeah.
And, like, I'd be, what? That's today?
Who?
Do you know what I mean? That's today. Oh, my money's gone. Like, I mean, that's,
It's Christmas. What? Today? No, couldn't be.
that's what it's like, yeah, swear to God. But I was just, yeah, I just think, I don't know, I was very self-centered when I was a kid. Like,
Everybody was.
yeah, obviously, yeah. No, I know that. But I was very self-centered. Like, I didn't give a shit. Didn't care, bro. Not to, like, an extreme where it was like I didn't care about people's feelings or anything like that. You know?
Yeah.
To an extent, like, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But, like, when I was a kid, like, I just didn't care. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
I
Give
think
out to
everyone
me.
was really like that.
Yeah, give out
Well.
to me, I don't care.
Most lads, I think, are like that.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
give a fuck.
Yeah. I always say I'm the runt of the family, bro. I'm the runt of the family. I'm the runt of the grandkids. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? The
yeah.
rest of them have all done things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Done stuff.
Yeah, they've done stuff. I'm the fucking... I was the one that was out here getting suspended every week from school and all that shit. Like, you know, I was the black sheep.
The black sheep.
Yeah, I don't even know if you can say that anymore, can you? You say
Don't
black
know.
sheep? I don't know. Anyway, it was the runt. I was
Yeah.
the one that they were like, watch him. Now, my sister's wilder than
Watch
me.
him, he can't remember dates. It's going to be a wild thing.
If my sister is wilder than me, like, as in personality, like, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But, like, when I was a kid, people would say I was one of them. Remember we talked about before? Like, yeah, put your head through that window.
Yeah.
Who won't?
Who won't?
You little fool, watch me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I've always kind of been like that, bro. What's if you were to talk to your 15-year-old self, yeah?
Mm.
So if you were, let's say we could do a whole Ghost of Christmas Past shot.
How goes the Christmas
right?
past?
And you can go back and say, no,
Yeah, it's
listen,
nearly Christmas.
I know. It's nearly Halloween. Fuck Christmas, bro.
I know,
Halloween's
Halloween's the best time of the year.
Love it.
Best day of the year.
Love it, yeah.
Can't wait to get into an episode about that. Oh, baby!
But yeah, if you were to go back and you were like, listen here, young itch,
Yeah.
this is the advice I can give you. It'll save you a lot of heartache, a lot of bleeding, pain, and fucking shite. Not even, bro. It doesn't need, just even my advice to me.
What,
would
like
be-
advice to yourself, like when you were young?
Yeah. Like even pull your trousers up a little bit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be pure. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What would you say? If you go back now, what's the first thing that comes to your head? If you go back now.
Cut that bleeding hair, you little fool. No, I'm joking.
Get rid of that barn out of a thing.
Get that bum fluff off your chin. You're fooling no one. No, that's a toughie.
It is tough, isn't it?
That's a toughie.
It's tough.
Probably patience.
Patience, yeah, is a big one.
Patience.
Yeah, yeah.
Slow down. Relax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No
This
one-
is all gonna fly through, and you're gonna fucking miss it all.
Mm.
I think when I was younger, household I grew up in, you know, I kind of lived in myself.
Yeah.
I was alone, like I was a loner, like, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I preferred my own company than that, and like I didn't want to be around anyone really. Say with the mates, like the boys all the time, whatever. But I loved like just being by myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I just wanted to be a fucking adult so quick that I'd do anything just to fucking right. Let's just hurry this along.
Really,
Everything's shite now.
Yeah.
But when you're 30, everything be great.
Everything.
Do you know what I mean? Everything be great when you're an adult.
Yeah,
Be great.
yeah,
Life
yeah.
will be sorted. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. And I think I rushed through a lot of that. I rushed through the teen years, always trying to be something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And rushing towards it, where I didn't give it any fucking time or thought or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Didn't plan it out. Didn't plan for a future or anything like that. Like,
Yeah.
even jobs, like I just fucking rushed through them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never like planned for a career or anything like that. Like, now I fell into some sort of career, but that was just by chance. Do you know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
just by sheer
I
skill.
don't think it
like,
was. Yeah, I don't think it was chance. I think again
that was just a
yeah.
certain skill I had.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
What I'm saying. Yeah. But did you feel like you were trying to prove something to yourself back then?
Ah, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Course.
And were they all different things you were trying to prove? Like,
Yeah, of course. I didn't want to be on fucking drugs, and I didn't want to end up in prison.
Yeah.
I didn't want to end up in a box.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Didn't
Yeah.
want to end up the same way certain people in my family did. Didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
be like that. I wanted to fucking live a life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You literally get like one go round.
Oh yeah.
So you get to go around once. You
No,
know what I
really
mean?
do,
You don't
so-
realize that when you're a kid.
No, like
Like
live
when you're
forever.
a
when you're a
teenager,
kid.
like, oh yeah, when you're
Yeah.
a teenager, like you could live or die then. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But from the outside looking in, I just didn't want to be that type of way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That life wasn't for me. Like,
Hmm.
I thought, you know, there's more to fucking the council estate. There's more to the house you're living in. There's more to the family
Yeah.
that you're born into. Do you know what I mean? There's more to life. Like,
Than just that.
you can't live out someone else's life.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just because someone else in your family's going through a hard time, or like your ma's going through a hard time, and fucking you're feeling the blunt force of it, doesn't mean you have to live your life like that.
No, of course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you shouldn't have to feel guilty for wanting something better, like a better life.
Mm.
Like my two kids will never know that life. They'll never know what
Yeah.
it's like to fucking be homeless, be on your own for Christmas, have no Christmas.
Yeah.
I've had fucking, like, there's a time when I didn't have Christmas Day. Didn't come for me. I was in the house on my own, eating fucking corned beef out of a tin. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. All that shite was going on, and all I wanted to do was be an adult. I just want to get out of there. Just get me out of here. If I'm an adult, I don't have to fucking deal with any of this.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it doesn't happen like that. I am an adult now. I'm
Yeah.
a dad. I'm a husband. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've worked hard to get where I am.
Yeah.
I just wish I learned patience and didn't rush it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Did you feel like you were taking steps forward, and that shite was dragging you back?
Oh,
Or-
yes.
Yeah.
You'd
See, I
get,
didn't know
like-
whether that. Sorry for interrupting you, but I don't know whether that was a part of it, or you could just block that shit out and you could just keep going. Like,
What
you know what I mean?
I thought I was blocking it out,
You thought you were, yeah.
but I learned later on in life I wasn't blocking that out.
Yeah.
I was letting it build up in the background. Do you know what I mean? And it fucking happened to spill out.
Yeah.
For a
And it's
little while.
hard for a teenager to as you say, when you got older, you realised you weren't blocking it out, but at the time you thought you were.
Yeah, I thought, doesn't
yeah.
affect me.
Yeah, it's hard for a
La-di-da-di-da,
teenager
off I go.
to address it though.
Yeah,
Do you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying?
So
I
teenagers don't know how
understand.
to fucking feel.
Yeah, that's
know
what
what
I
I
mean. That's what I mean. Yeah.
When you're 15, you think you know everything. You know nothing.
Oh yeah.
When you're 25, you think you know everything.
Yeah.
You know nothing.
Yeah.
When
no.
you're 35, you think you know everything. And I guarantee I know nothing.
Yeah.
What am I, 35? I am 35, am I? What am I, 34 or 35?
25.
I think I'm 35. Even at 35, I know nothing. I
Yeah.
think I know it all.
Yeah.
I don't have a fucking clue. I don't know my arse, my elbow.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when I'm 45, it'd be like, yeah, have it clued up now.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Nothing, yeah,
Some
yeah.
55-year-olds looking at me going, you know,
No,
nothing, you
no.
dickhead. Wait till you're my age.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? And that's just part of life, man.
Yeah. No, of
But
course.
I think
don't-
I
go on.
think I just wish I slowed down a bit more, and you know, all I really remember is the bad. I don't really remember much of the good, and I'm sure I was good times there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
don't remember it because I was rushing so quick to get away from the bad
Yeah.
that
yeah.
I didn't. What would you say? I don't know what word you'd use, but I didn't take in the good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you didn't appreciate moments. Like,
Yeah, I
live in
didn't
the moments,
appreciate
like,
all the good stuff, like hanging out with all the lads and all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of the lads are gone now, and I didn't appreciate it, at the time. I just was rushing. No, I have to.
Yeah,
I have to get up and go. Like I have to go. I have to get out of this life. Like I have to have a better life now. You know what I mean? And that's not a slight on anyone or anything that like I grew up with.
No, of course, no.
You know.
It's just I identify with it, like, and I can relate to the feeling of being alone. Like, bro, I was rapping when I was fucking 10. The boys hadn't a breeze what I was doing. They had no idea. What?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Music.
Like 50 Cent, like. So I mean, that's where I got the Eminem thing and the fucking, you know what I mean? Because there's a part of it that's like, I don't understand what that cunt's doing, and you get this, and you've gotten it as well. Me and you've talked about this in depth before, but you get this whole thing of he thinks he's better than us, like. Do you know what I mean?
I used to feel that a lot.
Yeah, like it's a guilt that you shouldn't feel because you're not thinking that whatsoever. But it's the people around you that when you go home, they're standing out on the road and they're like, "Who's he think he is? I'm going in to record." You know what I mean?
He
like,
thinks he's unreal.
Yeah,
that fella.
do you know what I'm saying? Like type of thing. And it's
if
not.
you actually knew me.
Yeah, it's not. If anything, I don't feel unreal. And this is why I'm doing that, because I don't feel unreal. Do you know what I'm saying?
I just want acceptance, and this is the only way I know how to express it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
I just want to be loved.
Yeah. No. I
Love
get.
me.
I identify with that, definitely. The patience thing is a big one for me as well. Because I think I spent, like, from the age of 13 to 18, bro, I was in a relationship. Like,
Yeah.
I was in a relationship, and I was, again, like you, rushing through it all. Like, can't wait till the two of us are 18. We move out, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that.
Yeah, we're going to.
Thought I was going to spend my life for her. Like,
all this
you know
stuff.
what I mean? All that shit. Thought I was going to spend my life for her. So I think the advice for me would be patience, and the advice to myself as well would be also to don't put all your eggs in one basket type of thing. Because I was very much one of them people. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I would literally bank on this to work out. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm all of my bets are on you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Or all of my bets are on this thing, music and the whole lot. I was like, I'm never gonna get a job because I want to make it and I want to make money off music and the whole lot. Yeah. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a fucking millionaire. Like, and I used to have this. They used to have this thing. The boys used to give me death for it. I used to have this thing every year I went into school. I used to be like, by third year, I'm gonna be a millionaire. That's what I used to always say. Like fucking Del Boy and Rodney, like, you know what I mean?
You could make it happen now with YouTube, I'll tell you, if you were young now.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And I'd be like, by next year, by third year, I'm gonna be signed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
by fourth year or fifth year, I'm gonna get my man that sorted. Like, you know what I mean? That was I had like
a house.
I had a 5-year plan like in my head. Do you know what I mean? And it's like none of that worked out, and it affected me heavy. Do you know what I mean? So I think
took it personally.
that's what I mean. Like, do you know what I mean? What? I'm doing all I can, bro.
Nobody knocked on my door with a fucking multi-million-pound check.
How have I not been scouted yet? You know what I mean? Shut up, bro. You're making music in your fucking bedroom. Nobody's hearing, like, you know what I mean? Afraid to even send it to your mates, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that's a big one for me as well, is that not to bank on everything. Like, because I remember even up until recent enough till me and you met, I was that sort of person. You were saying, you'd say something to me like, look, this is happening, like, do you know what I mean? And I'd be like, oh, this is it. Do you know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, bro, relax the cacks, do you know?
Will you chill out? I mean, we're going to get a drink from the shop. It's happening.
No, you'd be like to me, let's say, for instance, the Original Root Boys thing. You got onto me before that was announced. And you were like, look, the Original Root Boys are going to have you support them or whatever. I was like, this is it, MCD, gonna get signed, the boys are gonna see me, I'm gonna outshine the boys and all. That's what I was thinking to be head, like, you know, I'm gonna take all the boys' fans and all this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know, I think if I could go back, I could give them one piece of advice, give myself one piece of advice, it'd be that, like, it's the same as you, not to rush through everything and just don't put all your eggs into one fucking basket. Because it wasn't until I met you, bro, that I was like, it showed me, I was like, what? This fella makes fucking cover art. He's shooting his own videos, recording his own shit, producing his own shit. What the fuck's going on here? Do you know what I mean? Well, I never met anybody in this country that did that. Now, there could have been people that done that, but at the time, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know anyone that's still doing it now. Yeah, still to this day, like. And you were the first person I seen do that, and that kind of opened my mind a bit, and I was like, oh shit, right. He has a plan. he has there's 18 exits.
He's made it. He's made it.
No, there's 18 exits on his roundabout. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I looked at it. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's the way, like, to put it in those terms. This is the way my fucking head works. Like, I looked at it like a roundabout, like, and I had one exit at the roundabout, bro, because all we're doing is going around the loop until we can get to that exit anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? And this fella, he could go anywhere. That's the way I looked at it, like, and it inspired me, like, and it made me have that conversation with myself and say, like, right, you probably shouldn't just bank on the whole, like, because I remember you asked me, what if music doesn't work out? Yeah, but it's going to. Yeah, but what if it fucking doesn't, like? Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, don't know. You know what I'm saying? Well, then I failed, like, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, yeah. If we could go back, I'd say that to him, I'm talking to fucking to a person, but I'd say that to myself. I'd be like, look, bro, just chill the fuck out. Same as you, like, just chill out, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think not to be too hard on myself either, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think being hard,
a bit lighter, like lighter on yourself.
Yeah. I think
be
being
kinder
hard,
or whatever that cheesy shit is. Be kind to yourself.
Yeah, that cringy shit. Yeah, but it's true, like, because. Like, I mean, if I wasn't so hard on myself, like, there's different aspects of it, because if I wasn't so hard on myself as a writer, I wouldn't be where I am now, like, do you know what I mean? When I say where I am, I don't mean...
Skill level.
Yeah, that's what I mean, skill level, like.
Outrageous.
I wouldn't be at that level. And I think that's a good pressure to put on yourself, but I mean, the pressure of everything else, bro. I was so afraid to be on my own, like although I was alone, I was so afraid. Once I got a taste of being in a relationship, I became so codependent, like.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? On not just the person I was with, but like everybody else around me, like.
Yeah.
I gave out my heart too much, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's another piece of advice I'd give myself. I gave out my heart way too much, like. So I mean, I knew this fella 2 weeks, and I'm like, I fucking love him. So I mean, I love this fella with all of my heart, like. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, you've seen it yourself, even up until I was fucking 18, bro. You've been around, like, I was putting up the cheesy posts, like, oh, from day dot, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, me day one brother, and like, man, 70% of them people aren't around now, like.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about death. I'm not talking about any of it. We just don't speak anymore, like.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's that, like, because when it boiled down to it, it was like, oh, right, so you never actually had your heart in your sleeve the way I did. Like, you were just telling me what I wanted to hear, type of thing. And it was that codependency. That's a different conversation anyway, but it's that codependency as well, bro, of everyone, like. And it was like everyone outside of my family. Do you know what I mean? When they should have been the people I was fucking leaning on or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody outside of my family, I was like, I needed that reassurance from everybody, like. Do you know what I mean? I needed that reassurance from everybody to be like, I love you, bro. And like, if they didn't say that back to me, if they just said yes, same, I'd be highly offended, like. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, all right, this fella fucking hates me, like. Do you know what I mean? And then I remember when we were working on the album the first time around, you were like, I'd send you some drafts, like, of me singing on the hooks and all, and you'd be like, yeah, just get somebody else, the hook's banging, but just get somebody else to sing it. And I would be in the gaff, brother, yeah, this heart. I'd be sitting there going, this fella's a wanker, you know what I mean? Yeah, this fella hates me. Nearly crying, bro. I'm not messing in the height for the rest of the day, but you'd never know, like. Like, I text you back and I'd be like, yeah, I think so as well, bro. And then, like, I'd be fuming all day, you know what I'm saying?
It's not nice there, but you gotta learn.
No,
really.
but that's what I mean. I think you taught me that as well, like. Do you know what I mean? You taught me the difference between, like, I'm trying to look out what's best for you. I'm not just telling you what you want to hear, like.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between them.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Do you know what I mean? I'd never tell you what you want to hear. If you
I used to be one of them. I
Yeah.
just tell you what you want to hear. It's grand.
Yeah.
Don't think I am anymore.
I don't think you are
To a certain
whatsoever.
extent.
Yeah, I don't think
Sometimes
you
I'm
are
a bit too
whatsoever.
out straight. But you know what I mean.
But me and you are like that with each other now, anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think everything is fucking outrageous, like.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've relaxed a bit.
Yeah, whereas before you used to send me shit and I'd be like, brother, that's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. And then you'd send me another thing, I'd be like, I take that back. This is the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, that's just a ringtone at my phone. I was just testing you.
Bro, that's the same beat, it's just sped up. Like.
Yeah, that's just me farting into the phone, bro. Yeah, but it's amazing. It's so rhythmic.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's not even a percentage of stuff that you would send me that I wouldn't like.
Well, I wouldn't send you shite.
That's what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I mean?
So there's that side of it as well. But I think I've calmed down a little bit where, like, I think, again, putting all my eggs in one basket and setting goals that I believe to be realistic back then, and they just weren't. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I think I was very. Even now, I'm trying to still knock it out on me. I'm not very honest with myself. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think if you learn back then, if you learn how to, or when you're 15, 16, you learn how to be honest with yourself. I think you don't get let down as much. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I think if you sit there and you're actually honest with yourself, you're like, right, let's load up these pros and cons real quick. A white blonde Irish man that's rapping in his own accent. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
probably not gonna be a millionaire, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish I knew that back then, because then I would have just made the shit that I wanted to make anyway. Like, do you know what I mean?
The
And
stuff you're making now.
yeah, and I've spent so much time making shit that I thought everybody else wanted to hear. Like,
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
know
we've
what
all done that.
yeah, no,
Whoever
I know
says
that.
they haven't's a fucking liar.
Yeah,
We've
no, I know.
all done that at one point.
I know.
And then you kind of cop like, wait a minute, who am I making this for?
Yeah.
It's like, ah. And then you cop on
Now,
eventually.
don't get me wrong. I like diving into the lane of like songwriting and shit. Like, I remember I sent you a tune. Only though I think it was like a few months ago or whatever. Sent you a tune. It was like this guitar beat. It was like 4 to the floor. Like, I just
Yeah,
played,
yeah.
And I was just writing to the guitar or whatever. It was called Dear Life. And you sent me back and he goes, Evan Kennedy.
It was a good song though.
The Dermo fella. But that's what I like, just like for me and you. You know what I mean? Like, I'd only ever send that to you. I wouldn't show
Yeah, of
anybody
course, of
else
course.
that shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just fucking flexing the writing muscles. That's all that is.
That's all that is, yeah. But like, I mean, like when it comes to me actual own shit, like, and I've taken that tray off you. Like, I was only in the studio last week, with somebody that wanted me to go down, and he was like, I want to play you some shit and I want you on me stuff. And I was like, yeah, cool. He was like reinventing himself, so I couldn't even like reference back to like his old stuff. And I was sitting in the studio with him and he's playing me these beats, and like the beats were good. And I was just honest, bro. Like, and normally I wouldn't, you know me. I'd be like, yeah, send me 5 of them. I'll write the 5 of them. And then I got home snapping, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to write the 5 of these now.
Do you know what I mean? But like, I got that from you as well, where I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, none of that is for me. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I was like, look, what you're doing is good. It's for you, bro. I was like, but it's not for me. Like,
It's not for me.
do you know what I mean? And I think if I had that trait back then, because I was also fucking, like, I was an aggro head back in the day, bro. Like, I was like a hot-headed freak. Like, anything would set me off. Like, do you know what I mean? Anything at all. And I don't know where I got it from. I think maybe it was all that pent-up fucking, like, not being honest with myself thing. Like, I think all that pent-up stuff of, like, not even just with music. I'm talking about, like, just being honest with myself. Like, do you know what I mean? And just being, like, I don't know, about anything, bro. About life itself. Like, I think all of that was, like, built up in me. And I think that's why I was such a fucking hothead. Because, again, it goes back to what you were saying. I was trying to prove something, like. I was trying to prove that I don't know, not even that I'm special or anything like that, but I suppose I was just trying to make myself feel like I was, like, do you know what I mean? And, like, to be accepted. Because even in my friend group, when I look back now, bro, and I understand my feelings and my emotions now, and I look back to my friend group back then, I look at it now and I'm like, do you know what, like, even when I was in that, I thought I felt accepted, but when you look back now, I'm like, I actually didn't even, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, to a certain extent, obviously I did, do you know what I mean? But majority ruling, like, I didn't feel accepted. Like, you know
I
what
would
I'm saying?
have. One of my things going back is to invest in better friends, or invest in a friendship. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, say that
Find
again.
someone that was a mate. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I look at the likes of Ricky, Collie, all them boys, Pud and all. They don't want anything from me. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Doesn't matter if we, like, I don't want anything from them, they don't need anything from me. We don't look for anything. We're just mates.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We are who we are. It's cool. Like, like, I could go months without talking to Rick, and then he'll just send me, like, a song or something just out of the blue. Did you hear this yet, bud? And I'd be like, oh, that's banging.
Yeah,
and then you get
yeah.
a conversation, and it's like, you know, it's nothing. There's
like
no,
you're
like,
back in this
how
thing.
come you haven't texted me
Yeah, none of
in
that
6
shit,
months?
bro.
You know, there's none of that. Like, there's none of that. Even Rick was up here a while ago. He was doing some work in the house for me, and him and Melissa were up here. And it's like, jeez, you know, we picked up the same conversation from a couple of months ago since the last time we saw each other.
Yeah,
We hadn't
yeah.
seen each other face to face in fucking months.
Yeah.
We text the odd bit, but that's it. And it's the same with, like, Pud and all the boys, like, and Penya and all. Like, me and Penya's been talking because he's been listening to the podcast a bit, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Shout out to Pena.
shout out to Big Pen Dog. He's doing great. Him and his wife. And me and him do chat a lot now, where we didn't really have a close relationship when we were younger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would have been more close to the likes of Tony and Berto and them boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Chunk and
yeah.
that, like,
Yeah.
where me, Ricky, Collie, Gork and Mark and that would have been a lot closer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know yourself. Look, there was about fucking 20 odd of us.
Yeah, but you
at
have the
one point.
closer people to you. Like,
There was
you know
like, what was there, 20, 22, 25 of us at one point.
what
Do you know what I mean? You're not all going to be like close mates.
Yeah.
But you could go, like, some of the boys I haven't talked to in probably the guts of 2 years, 3 years. Like, I haven't had a text conversation with them, haven't had a physical conversation with them, haven't talked to them on the phone. But I know for a fact, if I was to bump into one of them, or if I was to text one of them now and be like, oh, what's the story? It'd be just a straight conversation. It'd be like, I haven't heard from you in 2 years. What are you texting me for? There'd be none of that aggro shit.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where other people that, like, I like invested time in when I was growing up, sure, I haven't seen them fucking 10 years. Do you know what I mean? I haven't seen them in about 10 years, probably fucking longer.
Yeah.
And I know if I was to contact them, you wouldn't even get a reply.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying, yeah.
weren't we friends for like fucking 10 years? What's
Yeah.
going on here?
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I wish I invested more time in better friendships, like with the likes of Ricky and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I had friends everywhere. I had friends in fucking town. I had friends in Cardiff. I had friends in Fortlawn, Whitestown,
That's where it was,
Bardstown.
yeah.
I was just friends with everybody, and I always went off with different groups of people. Do you know what I mean? I'd fuck off with them.
Yeah.
Because I knew better, like, so I was just like, fuck it, because I was rushing. I wanted to be a big adult. Do you know what I mean? So I'd fuck off with all the older lads that I used to work with in the fucking cinema. I'd fuck off with them for a couple of months,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't blank the boys, but I wouldn't be like inviting them out and come on, do this with us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was no like slight to them. I wasn't slighting them. I wasn't fucking them off. I was just like, something's going on over here, so I'm just gonna go now. Good luck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't talk to any of them anymore. Not one of them.
Yeah.
I spent years with these cunts. Don't speak to any of them anymore. Not even
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
All Rick and all still got me back since day one. I know
Yeah.
that's pure cheesy, but that's
No, but
that's the truth. And I wish I invested more time in that than I
Than
did
what
running
wasting your
off
time
with
with that.
people. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Running off with people that they didn't care about me. I didn't really give a fuck about them either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know. And I'm like that as well, bro. I have my core group of friends, like, do you know what I mean? That,
Yeah.
like, they're the only ones I have left, like, because again, I float around to different people like you, bro.
I could count on one hand the close relationships I have
Yeah,
with
same
people
with me.
that, like, away from Rick and all, and Penya and all them boys. I could probably count on 3 fingers.
Yeah. No.
3 people that I'm actually have a close relationship with that I didn't grow up with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That I didn't
out
grow
of
up
all
with.
the hundreds of people that I fucking used to pal around with, and
Yeah.
I'm not being like a big headed cunt. That's what I was like. I'd go off with groups of like
Yeah.
20 cunts here,
Yeah.
20 lads over here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just fuck off with them, away from ladies, well, away from the boys,
Yeah.
the lads that actually gave a shit. Do
That,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. I was like that. I was labelled the floater. Like that's what the boys.
That's what I was like.
I mean, the boys.
I used to get the stick now when I was
Yeah.
young. Where are you, man? I'm seeing you. You're not off with your new mates.
Yeah, no.
Shut up,
Friends.
you. Yeah, but as soon as that was said, it was grand.
Yeah, the ice was broke. Like,
I haven't seen
do you
these
know what
boys probably in months. Like, and this is when I was young.
Yeah,
I probably
yeah.
fucked off down to fucking to Roselawn and all these posh areas
I mean?
for 6 months with all
Yeah,
these
yeah.
dickheads. And
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? The boys
Yeah.
would be like, "Where were you?" I was just, you know, I was like, "Don't worry about it," and that was it.
That was it.
That's
yeah,
all that was
yeah.
said about it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No, it's I was the exact same, bro. I was labelled the flower, like, and that was the same as you. Once it was said, then it was said. It was, don't have a game ball, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think for me, I really struggled with being myself. Like I know that sounds very cheap. It sounds very monotonous. Like it's very surface.
I was the same, 200%.
I had different characters I'd play, bro.
Oh, same.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm about 50 different people.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's
yeah.
the God's honest truth.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the way I
about
was.
50 different people.
That's the way I was as well. Yeah, I
And
think.
I'm still like that today.
No.
I'm still like that.
I think it's a good.
You've been around me when I'm around certain people. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where I used to work.
Yeah.
And I'm a completely different person. 'Cause I have to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or in my head I have to be, but I don't
Yeah.
really.
No, you don't have
I
to.
shouldn't have to be.
Yeah.
I shouldn't feel that way. But I do. I just kind of I switch it up straight away. It's almost like a fucking phone voice. You know, the phone
Yeah,
voice.
it's like a
Hi, how
it's
are
like
you?
muscle
As soon as you go,
fucking
"I
memory.
fucking need you."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's muscle memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I have to be as well. I have to be sort of a different person as well. But I mean, I was like, if I was hanging around with this person today, I was into cars.
Yeah.
So I mean, hanging around with that person the next day,
I was the exact same.
Yeah, man. I played so many different characters when I was a kid. Like,
And you know why?
so I mean,
Because I'm a fucking artist.
that's,
And I don't know how to fit in.
is that what it is?
All you want is recognition.
Yeah, is that
You
what it is?
just want someone
'Cause-
to pat you on the back and say, good job.
Yeah, because I
Good
thought
job.
I
You're
was
great.
just.
You're
Yeah,
deadly, you are.
maybe that's it, bro.
That's what it is. Looking
Yeah.
for approval off everyone.
Yeah,
So many different friend groups
trying to
and can't get the
satisfy and
approval.
dance for everybody. Yeah,
And the
I get
one
you.
group of friends that do give you the approval
Yeah,
are the ones you fuck off on.
that's
And
what
you
I
go
mean.
off with all these other groups
Yeah,
seeking their fucking approval.
because it's
And
like
you don't need it.
yeah, it's like the
Doesn't matter.
reassurance of knowing, like, no matter where I go, right, I'm gonna explore over here, but no matter where I go, I know them boys will approve of me either way. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And it's not, it is a selfish thing, like, do you know what I mean? But I played so many different characters when I was, because like then when them people would get around each other, they'd be like, I didn't know you were like that. What the fuck? I'm seeing a different side to you tonight. Like, what the fuck's story with you?
I've made
You know what I mean?
that,
And it's like, I play, man. I just had so many different masks, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many different masks going up. Or maybe it is an artist thing. I don't know, like, do you know what I mean? Maybe it is an
Of course
artist
it
thing.
is. Fucking chameleon trying to fit in with everybody.
Yeah,
Trying to get the approval.
yeah.
I still
maybe.
do it today. I still do it. Drive
So do
Danielle
I, yeah.
mad.
So do I. And
Drives Danny mad.
Danielle is, again, I can honestly count on one hand, bro, the amount of people that actually know, and I'm trying to get better at it, but the amount of people that actually know who I am, like, you're obviously one of them, do you know what I mean? And Danielle is one of them, and Daryl would be one of them.
I'd say
Do you know what I mean?
Danielle's the only person that actually knows me.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the truth.
yeah.
I don't even think I know myself.
Yeah,
I think Danielle's the only person on this fucking planet that actually knows who I am.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I know.
Mm.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
That is heavy.
Nobody knows me. My kids don't even know the real me. Danielle does though. And I know she does. She has me fucking sussed.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She has me sussed. I don't even have myself sussed.
yeah.
Man. I don't fucking clue who I am.
Mm.
Am I a dad? Am I a husband? Am I a fucking artist? Am I a fucking just a normal everyday Joe? Like, what the fuck am I? Like, what am I? What am I here for? What am
Yeah.
I doing here? Like, what is my purpose?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like, bro, I was the exact same, and I think it is an identity crisis thing as well. I think what you're saying is that you're an artist, you're looking for approval off everybody, and that's why you have so many masks, and that's why I was like that as well.
Every artist is like that. You name me one person that we know in our circle. Yeah, that we know from music or from film or photography, any sort of creative outlet. You tell me one person that isn't like that.
Yeah, no, yeah. I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I know some of the biggest names in this country. I know, and they're the fucking same.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's
I've
an
met
example.
some of the most famous people in the world,
Mm.
and you can tell after about 10 minutes of meeting them, you're the exact same. You're just looking for approval, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Got it. I got
Identity
it.
thing, yeah.
Little light bulb goes off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's the same.
Yeah.
Everybody's the same.
It's an identity crisis thing, bro. I'm telling you. And like, when I used to hang around with people that
Sorry to
weren't
jump
from-
in.
Yeah, go on.
That's why I admire Ricky so much. Ricky
That's-
knows who he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He knows who he is. He's had it clocked since he was a fucking kid.
Yeah.
And I'd admired that fucking young man since I was a kid. I
Yeah.
fucking admire, even though I'm older than him. I was like, I used to look up to him like I still do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He knows who he is. He has it figured out.
Yeah. Yeah.
He knows what he is, who he is, what life's all about. He's got it clocked. Boom.
Yeah.
Figured out.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
swear to God, I don't know anyone else like that. Well, I know one or two people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see the fucking Ricky fella, man.
Yeah. No, I'm
Just-
not, and I'm envious of people like that.
Tell
Do
ya.
you know what I mean? It's like the example that I was going to give was like when I was hanging around with people that weren't from Blanche, and I was hanging around with people that were like from miles away from here.
Yeah.
I started saying things like, when I'd come back to Blanche with them, I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to run in and get changed or whatever it is, yeah. I'd be like, oh, I hate this kid, man. Like, and I used to be like, I hate this kid, I hate this about it. Look at the state of the place now.
Yeah.
I just want to be like, I don't know what it is, bro. It's like I was around them for so long that I wanted to be one of them, like. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And this was like recent enough. It's like within the
Some
last
sort of imposter syndrome.
yeah, it's like within the last 4 years, like.
Yeah.
And then you look at when I'm actually being true to myself, I'm after writing a fucking album about the place, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I was lying to myself then. Like, I was lying to myself then, saying, "Oh, I hate this place," blah blah blah. Maybe who I fucking am, like. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
And again, whoever that person may be, because I'm 26, I still, like you, I don't know who the fuck I am. Do you know what I mean? I have no idea. And maybe one day when I'm on my fucking deathbed or something, I'll be lying there going, right.
Got it figured.
Yeah, I know what sort of person I am.
Yeah.
Pity that
You
I didn't know
reflect
when
on
I
it,
was
like,
fucking 15. Like,
got it.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you think you know what sort of person, even people that aren't artists, even the people that aren't having fucking, or don't feel like they're having identity crisis, when you're growing up, bro, and like your formative years, like of being a teenager, I think everybody struggles with trying to, all you're doing is trying to figure out who you are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I started smoking weed, put it down 2 months later, and I was like, that's obviously not me. So that's that boxed off the list.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
The
Like,
boys are doing it. I got to do it.
yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, that's that boxed off the list. Done. Do you know what I mean? So that's not me. We can process of elimination. That's gone. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're navigating through your formative years in a place that isn't really benefiting you in your eyes when you're a kid. Like, do you know what I mean? It's only when you get older and you look back that you see the benefits that where you grew up from had on you. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But back then, you're like, right, I'm just another young fella from fucking Whitestown or Ladyswell.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, and I think that's the tug of war that I was having with myself back then. It was playing so many different characters, and like, I'd come home from nights out, bro, and I'm gonna get real honest and open here. Yeah, I'd come home from nights out, or I'd come home from being out with the boys or whatever, and I'd sit down and I'd say to myself, like, is that what I want to be doing? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, is that what I done tonight? Is that what I want to be doing? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And I remember, like, it's mad that you say Danielle's the only person that actually knows you, because I remember when me and Danielle were forced together. Because me and anybody that doesn't know, me and Danielle had a bit of a break. It doesn't matter. It's whatever, yeah. But when me and Danielle were forced together, I was doing these arsehole dickheady things, like, and she could see right through. Like, I remember saying to her, I was like, "Why are you still here?" Like, do you know what I mean? And it wasn't that I was asking her that, and I was annoyed at her for sticking around. It was asking myself nearly, like, do you know what I mean? I was like, "Why are you still around?" Like, I am such a fucking dickhead. And she used to always, again, bro, she sees right through all of it. She's seeing right through all of it. Do you know what I mean? She knew what sort of person I was, like. Whereas, I didn't even know. How the fuck do you know? That's what the argument would be. That's what she'd say to me. I know what sort of person you are, though, like. And that's why it hurts me even more when you do things like this. And I'm like, but I don't even know who I am in my head, like. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, how the fuck do you know? Like, you're talking nonsense. You're talking shite, like. Do you know what I mean? And I just think, I don't know. I think maybe it is an identity thing. And it's like a worthiness thing, even. Like, am I even worthy to be around these people? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not worthy of this fucking, like, of everybody. I remember I walked in, my 18th birthday, bro, yeah. I walked into the function, and the place, I mean, packed to the brim, yeah?
Yeah.
Packed to the brim. And I think I stuck by 3 or 4 people that night, because everybody else I didn't care about. I didn't care. I mean, I did not give a shit.
I just want to be with the shiny people.
I don't care who you are. Like, it's not that. When I showed up on my 18th, bro, I was there with the people that were there for me when I was fucking 10. Like, do you know what I mean? 9 or 10. They're the 4 people that I wanted to talk to. Everybody else,
right,
was
sorry,
like,
I get you.
everybody else was like, I don't care that you're here. Like, do you know what I mean? But I didn't know that at the time. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted the room to be packed again. For that
of course,
approval.
yeah.
Do you
Look
know what
at
I'm
me,
saying?
I'm so popular.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And like, my aunties and all still talk about it today. I've never seen a party like that amount of people and all. And I was like, I couldn't tell you where half of them cunts are now. I don't know where they are. Do you know what I mean? We don't speak, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and the same with me 21st. Place was packed out again, and they were like, "Oh, this is like your 18th and the whole lot." And I'm like, it's only when you walk away from it and where I'm at in life now, like, and what I've had to go through and stuff like that, that I'm like, none of that mattered, like. None of that. And that's the one thing I'd love to tell myself back then. None of that matters, man. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're gonna get older. You're gonna find yourself the love of your life. You're gonna have a kid. You're gonna move out, and that's all that's gonna fucking matter. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
And it doesn't happen for everyone, but I know what you mean.
But you know what I mean. Like, it's like,
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a, I don't know. It's like outside of that, nothing else matters. And I have me close friends that I'm happy to have, and I don't think I'd ever let anybody. Now, I know I'm talking about it on the podcast, but I don't think I'd ever let anybody into any of that stuff again. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like sort of a no new friends policy shit. Like,
yeah, I'm like that. I'm like that as well. Now, look, I'm a as much as I go on, I am a pretty friendly person. Like,
Yeah, same. Yeah,
you know,
same
I
with
talk
me,
to
man.
everyone and make new friends most weeks. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mostly every week there's a new person that clings on. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but I don't think I'd ever allow myself to get super close to anyone ever again. Do you know
That's
what I
why,
mean?
man. People are my friends out there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
If people listen to this, be like, he's a fucking arsehole.
They are my friends.
I thought it was me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yous are my friends.
No, I'd
like,
never
do you know what I mean?
find anyone else like the boys that I grew up with, or yourself,
Yeah, no,
Adam, Mango, all them boys. You know what I mean? I wouldn't find anyone that's kind of
No,
a mate like that anymore. I don't think.
no. That's
No, I
what
could
mean.
be wrong. I
You
could be
could be,
wrong,
yeah.
but I just think I'm at that age. You know, the effort of it. Do you know what I mean? It's not
yeah.
as if I have a lot of free time nowadays that I can just be like, right, I'm gonna fuck off with this person.
Try get to know.
Yeah, try get to know them. We're gonna go out every day and
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
see them every week and all.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen like that anymore for
Yeah.
me.
No, of
Do you know what
course
I mean?
not, bro. Of course not.
I'm too set in my ways now.
Yeah, yeah. yeah.
My life's too fucking busy.
Well, I know.
My
No.
life is too fucking busy
I know.
to spark up like a new close relationship with somebody, like a new
yeah.
friendship or whatever.
Yeah, no, I know.
I wouldn't be able to do it now.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even know how. I wouldn't even know how
yeah.
to be honest with you.
See, I've had a little bit of time,
and I
there's
don't think
people-
I have the patience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, there's people, bro, don't get me wrong, to anyone listening, there's people I've met through this music thing that I would consider a very, very, very good fucking friend to me. Like, you know what I mean? People that, like, let's say, for instance, would not do more, but, like, would have my back more than people that have spent my majority of my life
Yeah,
with.
they care, they check
Yeah,
in, all
do you
stuff
know,
like that.
Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And I them, like,
Actually, give a shit.
yeah, it's vice versa, and I actually give a shit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I sent one of the boys a message the way I did do to you, like, so I mean,
Yeah.
like, if I sent, now obviously me and you were fucking brothers, like, you know what I mean? But you know the way I said to, like, have a great day, bro. Start the week off right, all that shit, yeah. Now that's little Rocky and Friends
Everyone.
secret. Everyone, yeah.
Everyone in his bathtub sending me his fucking limericks.
Swear to God, bro. But like, I do that because I'm like, I don't know. I do it not to get anything back. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't do it to have approval again. Like, it's not an approval thing that I'm chasing. It's like I actually care. Like,
Yeah.
I care that if you have a good day or not. Like, do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
thanks, bro.
If I sent that to one of the boys, the boys would be like, "Are you okay?" Do you know what I mean? What's wrong with you? Like, you know what I mean? Was
Yeah.
this for me?
What are you looking for?
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I, it's the same thing of why I say, like, love you, like, do you know what I mean? Well, before I leave everyone, like, because it's life's. I think, and it's such a cheesy thing to say, but the older you get, and that's another thing that I'd love to tell myself as well. Like, you need to slap into your head that I could leave here, bro, and I get a smack of a bus, and that's it. That's the last conversation we've had. Yeah, bye podcast. See you later. Ev.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's life's too short, so I make sure that every last interaction I have with anybody, or if I can even make somebody's day by giving them a text and saying, "Hey, listen, have a good day, man." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Care
yeah,
about you. I love you. Have a blessed week. And
Yeah.
when they get back to me, I probably wouldn't even reply. Like, do you know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't even reply. Like, but it's not that. It's like, I know that it's like I want everybody to do and be so well. Like, you know what I mean? Because I know from myself back in the day that when I felt so unaccepted and stuff like that, I had some, like, a lot of the time it was like really shitty fucking days. Like, do you know what I mean? And I have the thought in my head of the people that I consider I'm close to. I want to make sure that I'm the person that, because I would have loved me to be around back then, to text me and be like, "Listen, bro, you're doing good. You know what I mean? I'm proud of you. Do you know what I mean? Have a fucking blessed week. See you later on for a cup of tea." You know what I mean?
Cup of tea.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's yeah. There's a lot of things, bro. I'd love to slap myself around back when I was 15. To be honest, like,
Yeah,
to just be like,
same.
"Cop the fuck on, bro.
Same.
Who are you doing this for?"
I wouldn't have been able to fight back either.
Man, I just seen an older version of me. He's better looking, but he slapped me around.
Gee, he looks regal. He must be some sort of king in the future.
And I would have said, "Listen, wash your hair, bud, yeah? My hair used to be greasy, brother. I don't know why.
Whose didn't?
I don't know. It used to be stuck to me
Like
head.
Brill cream in there.
Have you got gel in your hair? No. But it's like that. Ugh.
That's natural.
Natural oils. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
there's a lot
Yeah.
I could say, and I know there's a lot that you could say. But yeah, if you're 15 and you're listening to this, I don't think there would be. But if you're 15 and listen to this, don't be too hard on yourself, man.
Yeah, man, take it easy.
Just
Take it
relax.
easy.
You have your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm getting to know people a little bit better now, like lads that group, like the likes of Pena. Me and Pena talk more now than we ever did. We probably talk more now than we ever did when we were fucking 15, 16, 17 or whatever.
Yeah.
We actually talk more now, like, which is mad, which is like through text or whatever, but still.
Yeah.
We have more interactions now than we probably did when we were young.
Because
Look,
he
we were always
probably-
around with each other, but we'd
Yeah.
always be doing different things. As I said, there was a group of like 25 of us at one point
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
And there was just like, there was little pockets of us everywhere.
Ah, of course, yeah.
Because Penner was older, so he kind of had a different way doing things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Rick and Colin and Gork, we'd have a different way of doing things, and we're all into different things, and you know what I'm saying. It's like any fucking, I don't know, any like genre. There's a subgenre. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we were like. We were like a little genre, but there was loads of us with little subgenres. You know what I mean? That like different little things, and we'd fuck off for a while and do that. Like, you know what I mean?
But look, the with the Pena thing, I was meant to say it earlier when you said it, but we got off track. But with the Pena thing, he probably, I'm not speaking for the fella, obviously, you know what I mean? But he probably thought that you didn't think to yourself back then that you were as close, and then when you listened to the podcast, you realised, oh shit, like he actually.
We were around a lot. We did a lot of stuff together growing up. But what I meant was like we interact more now than we did then.
They used to do then.
Back then, it was probably we go out on a weekend, like for Saturday or Friday or Saturday. But that'd be it. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you. I was a big hypocrite though, bro, back in the day. That's another thing I'd love to tell myself. Like, I was a hypocrite because again, right, even down to what you were saying, wanting to be accepted by everybody, by accepting nobody, like for who they were.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and like not that I was a dickhead and I was like I don't like the person you were, but I was like, I mean, let's say for instance, now you mightn't agree with something that I do, right? Yeah. Or something that I do wouldn't be your thing, right? It wouldn't be your forte. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to accept who I am. You're just going to be like, oh, that's Ev, like. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I wish I had that mentality back then. Do you know what I mean? I wish I was able to say, like, ain't at all, bro. Can't even think of any examples, but I wish I was able to just accept people for their flaws as well as like what I kept them around for, like. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not like, again, it's not that I thought it was this fucking high and mighty thing, like, but I was very hypocritical back in the day, like. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, you shouldn't have done that, giving the boys advice, and then I'd go and fucking do it, like. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think even now I struggle with taking my own advice as well, like, and I think everybody does, really.
I wasn't like that. I was just like, kill whatever, whatever you are, like, you know.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, let's say, like, it wasn't like if one of the boys were gay, like, I wouldn't accept them. Like, it wasn't like that.
No, I know what you mean. I know
if
what
they
you mean.
had these little personality traits that fucking irked me, like, you know what I mean? I was like, it changed my whole mindset on them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Whereas while at the same time I'm trying to be accepted, like, you know what I mean?
I think because our group was so big, there was so many personalities that clashed as well.
Yeah,
and you just learned to navigate it.
That's all.
And
it
I
was,
think that's where I get that from, like, from growing up with all the boys when there was a large group of us. Yeah. And again, we'd float around the older lads and the younger lads. Yeah. So if you were to count all them up, you're talking the guts of like 30 to 40, well, about 40 to 50
people, like
that we all kind of were around a lot, like, do you know what I mean? It was like the whole fucking estate was out just panning around with each other. And there was just so many ego clashing and all that sort of shit, the machos, the fucking,
and I think that's all it was for me.
You know what I mean?
Was ego.
And that's you just kind of, we just had to learn to navigate it, you know. You have to survive, don't you? You know what I'm saying? We're not all alphas, like.
No. And I think I don't know if it was ego or if it was just the chip on my shoulder of being the specky little bully kid that is now sort of being accepted by people, like. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it was the chip, like, that I carried around with me either, like. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get you.
But yeah, I'll hold my hands up, bro, and I'd say I was a fucking dickhead back then, like. Do you know what I mean? I think a lot of people trying to.
One of my favourite sayings, as I always say in this podcast, we all were.
Yeah,
we all were. Artists are outsiders. We're all outsiders. You know what I mean? And all we're looking for is fucking some sort of exception. You know, we just want to be accepted. And
I was a loner surrounded by everybody, bro.
A bit like myself. If it was my life growing up was a fucking teen movie, I was one of the jocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was that jock that, you know, was like, yeah, but really you just want to be on stage,
Yeah.
prancing around. Do you know what I mean? In tights. I was one of them.
Yeah,
I was one of them.
No, of course. But the one thing I will credit for my growing up and like my formative years was that I learned a lot about people as well. Do you know what I mean? And that's the one thing I wouldn't take away from 15-year-old me, was that I learned so many different cultures, bro. It opened my mind to so many things. Like,
Yeah,
do you know
same.
what I mean?
Now, I know I was like slagging not slagging, but I was kind of like slighting them a little bit when I was saying I was fucking off with, like, say, the richer kids or whatever like that.
yeah.
In fairness, like, I did get a lot of like the art stuff from them as well. Like,
perspective
kinda
as well,
a little
bro.
bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was shown kind of a world that I never would have found if I had stayed like in ladies' wear, whatever. Because there was no internet then, do you know what I mean? It wasn't like now, like you can go on the internet and just fucking
Yeah.
find your little subculture. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like that when we were young. It wasn't like that at all. You kind of had to go out and physically find it yourself.
Yeah.
And that's, look, it was all a learning experience. And if I was to do it all again, I'd probably change one or two things. Probably the school thing. I probably would have stayed in school. But that's probably about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I am where I am now, and you know,
maybe if that stuff would changed back then, you wouldn't be. You know what I mean?
Be here now, like, you know.
Yeah, and that's the way I look at it as well. Is that
Like,
I never regret anything. Like,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I have a couple of regrets now, school and stuff, but I don't have any like major regrets. I'm like, you know.
Yeah. Like, it's
probably wish I wasn't as lazy as I was. I probably would tell me, yeah, stop being so fucking lazy. Like, work harder.
Lazy bastard.
I still am a lazy bastard. And you know what had me thinking of this as well? Because I was putting Dory. I was putting Dory to bed the other night, and she was asking me something about London, because we're going to London at the weekend, right? It's her birthday tomorrow.
Oh,
it's her birthday tomorrow. She's 6 tomorrow, Wednesday. We're recording
7.
this on a Tuesday. This comes out Thursday, so she'll be 6 and all already.
Oh.
So when this comes out, she'll be 6. No, 6.
Are you sure?
I am 100%. Right. She lost her first tooth the other day. Forgot to.
No way.
Yeah. Lost her first tooth the other day. Gas. She wanted sterling. So she asked for, will you ask Toothfairy can she give me sterling so I can buy a magic wand when I'm in London?
Ah, deadly.
Because we're bringing her to the Harry Potter yoke in London, now the studio tour.
Yeah.
So we're going to London the weekend, and she was asking me about London. She's like, yeah, I've been to London. I said, yeah, fucking hundreds of times. Me and your mum have been loads of times. And I was telling her I was going to move there before I met your mum.
Yeah.
And she was like, you were going to move to London? Why? And I says, well, you know, I didn't know mum at the time, so, you know, it was just myself, so I was just going to move over and live there and that. And she couldn't wrap her head around it, why I'd moved, like. And she goes, but what about Mammy? And I says, well, I didn't know Mammy then. I didn't know Mam then. I says, but then I met Mam and fell in love with her, and I stayed here. And that's why I'm here, and you were born and all that.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, because, like, Mammy was always supposed to have a girl, so, like, if you moved to London, you wouldn't be my dad. And I was like, you wouldn't be here, Dory. You wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
She couldn't understand it.
Couldn't wrap her head around it.
Couldn't wrap her head around it. She's like, what you mean?
Yeah.
She started getting real blanche. Like, she's like, what you mean?
What you mean?
Pure polite, like, well, what about Mammy and look? I was like, yeah, but you wouldn't be. What you mean?
What you mean?
What you fucking mean?
What you mean, you fool?
What you mean, you little arsehole? And I was like, well, you know, if I'd have moved to London, I wouldn't be a dad, but you wouldn't exist. Because Mammy would probably be with someone else. So it'd be a different baby.
Yeah.
She couldn't understand it for the life of her. Couldn't understand it. So she started asking me questions then when we first met and all this sort of crack. Like, but I was just, you know, the innocence of it. Like, it's just like, you poor bleeding thing. You're 10 now.
You have so much to learn. Like,
so much living to do. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's only 6. Like, it's madness.
Yeah. And look, I'm like, and I think you spend your life still learning.
You have it all to come.
That's what I mean.
When the little fella arrives, you would have all to come. Should I have to live through it all again with Barley?
Yeah, that as well. You probably have the exact same conversation.
Of course.
Hold on. Hold the fuck on.
Dory be behind me going, yeah, you tell him. You got me with that shite when I was younger.
Talking
Dory,
nonsense.
will you fuck off? Stop fucking making this worse.
Barley, don't listen to him.
He knows nothing. He doesn't even know London.
Doesn't know one. Yeah. Now look, man, I still as a person have a lot to learn, like, and yeah, I don't regret a lot of things from when I was 15. Do you know what I mean? I just wish I didn't take life like a lot of people don't take life serious when they're 15, but I took life like too seriously. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I was. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
End all be all.
And I thought everything was a slight to me. That was like a personality trait I hate about myself, bro. I thought everything that, like, every move you made, like, was to fucking piss me off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If I got like a gig at a festival, I was like, well, why don't I fucking get that?
Yeah.
Why do you get that over me?
And why do you keep telling me about that? I don't want to know, like. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's,
I get you.
I don't know, bro. I was just a jealous, narcissistic, feeling unloved loner that was surrounded by loads of people.
Yeah.
Like,
You
that's
were
how
goth as fuck,
complicated.
but,
That's how complicated my fucking head was, like, you know what I mean? And still is, like.
I think most teenagers are like that. You see it now when all the young fellas are walking around. They're all dressed in black. North Face and Nike tracksuits. You know what I mean? They all look the exact same haircut, same runners. They all talk the fucking same. They walk the same. They look the same. Even in the face. You'd look at a group of lads out there and be like, "Jeez, I can't tell one of you apart." Every single one of you look the fucking same.
But that's what we're all like, though, isn't it?
Swear to God, they all look the same. Like their faces, you'd swear they were fucking twins.
Yeah.
Like quadruplets. You're just looking at them going, "Are you sextuplets? Like, what's going on here? What is going
Are you
on?
quintuplets? Yes.
Why are you all the same?" It's mental.
Do you have the same ma?
Like, it wasn't like that for me.
No.
And when I look at these little yokes now, it's like, it is madness.
Yeah.
It's madness.
I remember Chinos came out, right?
I feel so sorry for them. Sorry for coming across.
no,
I feel so sorry for them all.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't a fucking breeze who they are.
No.
Haven't a clue.
And that's what that is, like.
That
Do
little
you know what I mean?
emotional wrecks they are.
Now,
poor
the one
things.
thing I will credit to myself, after, when I was like 16, 17, 18, was when I started to like wear whatever the fuck I wanted to wear, and I didn't give a shit, bro. Didn't care.
Yeah.
The boys that tell you from back in the day, Ev never gave a shit. They say never, but I did at some stage. Like, and I never gave a shit what anybody taught me. At the same time, still wanting acceptance. Like, fucking messed up in the head, bro. But what I was about to say was, I remember Chinos came out and I hated them, brother. Like,
I love the chino.
I hated them, right?
I loved an El Chino.
Hated them, yeah. The brown tan yolks, hated them.
I know, I mean that I know.
But I still bought a pair.
Ah, yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's because everyone else had them.
It's it, I was saying,
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a complicated soul when I was 15. I'd just say, chill out, bro. That's my main advice, I'd be like.
Yeah, if any young person listens to this, man, relax.
Yeah.
You have years of fucking things up.
Yeah. If you're thinking about it too seriously, relax. If you're too...
Stop
Yeah, man.
Stop harming yourself internally and stop harming other people while you're at it. Don't harm anyone.
Yeah.
Or yourself.
Yeah.
Just
Because
take
that's what
it
happened, man.
easy.
I always say to Danielle, and this is like the last note I have on it, is that people used to get caught in the crossfire of me having a war with myself in my head. Like, that's all that was. Anybody who was a dickhead to back in them days, I apologise to you. Yeah. But it was all just myself, like. It was all internal shit, bro. And they just got caught in the crossfire, like. Do you know what I'm saying?
On that note, I don't apologise to anyone.
I'd like to apologise to absolutely nobody.
Yeah, I'm not apologising to anyone because, you know, you gave as good as you got.
That's true as well. Hold on, let me say that, yeah? You did as well. For that, I was the Milky Bar kid for years. Do you know what somebody called me once? What?
Danielle says the other night.
Here we go.
I was in her ma's there the other night. It was either last night or the night before. And she goes to me, we're in shop and Doherty wanted to get an Ev bar. I goes, what's an Ev bar? She goes,
No, she did.
she did. She goes, she wants to get an Evan bar. An Evan bar. I goes, what the fuck's an Evan bar? She goes, a fucking Milky Bar. I swear to God. She wanted to get an Evan bar. She got herself a little Milky Bar. I think she was great. Little fucker. Don't worry, I'll give it the digs.
I love that. You know, the most original
Gas.
one. I think Carpo used to call me back in the day. He used to call me Millhouse. He used to call me Millhouse, yeah. Yeah, an Ev bar, bro.
An Evan bar, yeah, an Evan bar. I think she said an Evan bar. Evan bar. Want to get an Evan bar?
I had this T-shirt, right? My dad got it from me over in England or something. He was
The
away.
Rihanna one.
No, but he got me this T-shirt, bro. That said, and I thought it was the bollocks, yeah.
Go on.
It said, the Milky Bars are on me. I used to rinse the thing. It's just a white t-shirt with black
He probably
text.
just drew on with America. It's like, get this cunt now. Killing me fucking guys.
Yeah, but I was like,
Killing me fish.
I'm gonna wear this, and it's gonna be the 8 Mile moment. Do you know where he slags himself, like, you know? Yeah, everybody's gonna be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Ev's mature now, you know?
I'll take one.
Yeah.
No, I don't really have them, bro. So you've no bars.
No. No, you see, it's a play on, yeah. But,
gas.
yeah,
gas,
man.
gas,
Evan
gas. Evan bar.
can't wait till I knelt down and go home. She's gotta be cracked up, yeah.
Oh, gas.
Yeah, man. But listen, any kids out there, man, just chill the fuck out, yeah.
Chill out.
Don't put so much
Relax,
pressure on yourself.
relax.
Don't put so much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, chill.
It's not that serious.
Yeah, when you get to my age.
Oh God.
Oh, baby.
Oh God damn.
God damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if we finish on a joke today.
No, look,
I don't think
I'm
so.
Morrow C.
I'm Flynn Johnson.
And this has been Gobsmacked, where we talk about growing up and everything in between.
In between the sheets. I love yous all.
Relax. Have a good week.
Yeah.
Have a good week. Catch us next time.
Catch us next time. Peace.